I'm Leanne from the Spirit Within here in Airdrie, Alberta, Canada. I've been a spiritual life and business coach for over 35 years now. I've been teaching online, lots and lots of people, different from all different countries. So in my first couple of videos, I sort of talked about me and who I am. So if you want to look back on those, they're up there. Today, I actually wanted to do a little how does something work? People ask me all the time, how do crystals work? Crystals are just rocks. No, crystals aren't rocks. Crystals grow, like really, really grow. Takes sometimes millions and millions of years to see that happening, but they grow. Science has shown us how to create sugar crystals. You can look up some really cool stuff online on how to make crystal rocks and with sugar, and how to do it with salt. How to make really cool formations grow on stones by putting them in vinegar. There's lots of really cool experiments so that you can watch your own crystals grow. I love the science. Don't get me wrong, I'm all about the woo-woo. I am a fairies and unicorn lady from way back. However, I like knowing how things work, okay? So just a little video today on how do crystals help us, okay? People have asked me numerous times, because we sell crystals in our store at the Spirit Within. Some absolutely gorgeous ones. We don't usually bring in a lot of specimen pieces. We're more about the tumbles that you can carry in your pocket or in your bra. Work with for meditation or grid work. Crystals and stones, okay, both help us. What's the difference? Crystals grow, so they're made of formations of different minerals and metals that have been left stagnant, and then through a miracle of science, they start to bond together and they create a growth pattern that continues to grow. Stones are made with heat and pressure from the earth. Also combinations of minerals and metals, totally different. And I'm not a genius, nor am I a rock scientist, so I don't know how that's done. I'm less than thrilled with my scientific background. What I do know, and what I believe crystals do for us, is they work on a vibration that we all have. We all have, every molecule in our body vibrates at different frequencies. We know this scientifically. And each combination of minerals and metals will vibrate differently. So over the years, I've worked with tons of different crystals that have been brought into the store, or that people have talked about, or that people have given us. Now, most people that know me, I mean, if you've never known me before, beyond the obvious babbling problem that I have, I work with a lot of crystals. And a lot of them, like rose quartz, we've known through working with them how they benefit us. So rose quartz is known, it's a pink stone, it's absolutely gorgeous. I hope you can see the colors here. This is a beautiful piece that we have in our store. Rose quartz, whether in pendant or earrings or rings, I mean, have been sold for centuries and centuries, and represents love. For us, most specifically, it represents self-love. And that's what a lot of people are missing in their lives, right? Self-love. The vibrations of the different crystals act like tuning forks on our bodies and on our brains on how to work properly, right? So if you know that somebody's struggling, and we know a lot of kids these days struggle with self-esteem issues. A lot of adults struggle with it, coming from broken homes or abusive families or abusive relationships where you literally feel like you've crawled through a knothole backwards to get out to the other side, just to find that you've lost a part of who you are. As a spiritual counselor, I help people get through those feelings and teach them how to stand in their power again, how to take back their lives again. And for a lot of these wonderful people, rose quartz plays a huge part. It helps give them the strength. It helps their brains and their spirit remember how to take care of itself again. Does that make sense? Okay. Another one of my favorite crystals is selenite. Selenite is an amazing crystal. You've probably seen it in towers, in, Fooey. I thought I brought it and I didn't. Beautiful little hearts, palm stones that you can use for massage. One of the cool things about selenite, people put them above their doors for protection. It never needs to be cleared. It cleanses and activates itself. Do not put it in water. It will vanish. There's lots of stones that you shouldn't put in water. So before you start doing silly things, check. Do your research. Know your stuff. Okay? Ask questions. If you don't know, come here and ask me. If I don't know, I'm going to send you to other places that do. There are a ton of resources out there and some very, very highly educated crystal peoples. I'll put a couple in the doodad down below. I know one specific one. She's a hoot and you'll love her. She's just a sweetheart. So I'll put her in there. Anyway, so this particular crystal actually vibrates at the same frequency as our bones. Maybe not all the time, and some people's bones a little differently. What I've found with this over 35 years of use is if I have to drive somewhere, like I drive all over the place doing expos and teaching and blah, blah, blah. And I was in an accident years and years and years ago. So my lower back, a lot of you guys probably relate, lower back kills you when you're driving for long periods of time. I get out feeling like a little old lady. If I put a little piece of this in my back pocket, even just like what we've got, little thumbprint, everybody calls them worry stones. I call them gratitude stones. Reprogram. Anyway, that's a whole other chapter. If I put this in my back pocket, and I can drive from here to Timbuktu and back and not have any of that same back pain. Does it work up here? Maybe. Doesn't hurt. What I know is if I forget it, I can hardly walk. If I don't forget it, I'm fine. For me, that means it works. So there's lots of people out there that can tell you about selenite and what it does. Now, this little baby, and this one up here, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? This is one of our big pieces that came in from the mine. There's going to be a whole video just on Orlite 23. So we've been a distributor here in Canada for the last probably 6-7 years. This is by far my absolute favorite, but I have to do a whole video just on Orlite 23. Different, and Max. I'm writing a book about him. That comes out this year too, if I get my ass in gear. Anyway, Orlite 23 is amethyst-based stone. I'll keep your eyes peeled. I'm going to do a whole video just on that, probably a series of videos, because I'm going to be doing my coaching, the way I coach. I coach 6 classes, and it's all based off of what I learned from this crystal. Everything I know, I learned from a rock. Anyway, the crystals, the biggest thing that I want you to know is that they work at a molecular level, okay? We can't see what they're doing. Just like you can't see the electricity that makes your toaster work. Does it work? Yes. Can you see the energy? Only if you stick your fingers in there at the same time, all right? Energy runs through everything at a molecular level. Everything. Everything is connected by energy. And that's not woo, that's science. So when we work with crystals that resonate with us, if you're walking in a crystal store and one of these pieces just calls to you, and I don't mean, hey, how's it going? Although that has happened too. I mean, God, I really want to touch that. I don't know why I want to touch that, but I really want to touch that. pick it up. It's not going to bite you. Pick it up, hold it in your hand. Left hand first, please. That's your receiving hand. Feel how that feels to you. That's going to bring you the energy that it's trying to help you with. It's calling to you for a reason. There's something in you that needs fixing, calibrating, okay? If that word works, that's what's happening. You're being calibrated. It helps you remember how to work properly, okay? So maybe that'll help a little bit, maybe it won't. I'm really hoping that you understand that it's literally all of the minerals and metals that are in each one. And some only have 1 or 2 or 3. Some only have up to 7. The crystals, another one of my favorites, Super 7, has 7 minerals and metals. The one I'm going to teach you about, Max, that's a whole other story, and his big brother over here and a bunch of the others that we have here at the shop, they have 23 combinations of minerals and metals in it. It's the most found in any crystal in the world, and it's Canadian, and it's right here. So keep your eyes peeled for the next video. I'm going to talk all about Max. I'm going to bring out a whole bunch of different pieces and jewelry made from it, including bracelets that we carry and that we make here, all sorts of stuff. So keep your eyes peeled. Know that it's not all woo-woo, that it's actually science behind it, and learn to love the crystals that call out to you. Pick each one up, figure out how they feel. If they resonate with you, take it home. It's not going to bite you. If it doesn't resonate, put it back. Crystals are here to help us. And in the next few videos, I'll show you exactly how that happens. Until then, have a great day.